Welcome and hello everyone. Today we will present an article entitled The Effectiveness of Diversity Training in Creating Inclusive Workplace, written by Stephen Royal, Vicky McCarthy and Gloria J. Millers. This study focuses on workers, employees, leaders and organizations in the workplace sector. The article discussed the approach of diversity training in creating inclusive workplace environments. But why does this issue happen and where does it usually occur?
Wanna know? Honey, right. Actually, this article was published in 2022 and mainly focuses on workplace and organizational settings. This purpose of the study is to create inclusive workplace environments and improve organizational culture. But how did the research actually study this issue? Where is she going? Honey? 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 Honey?
Over here!
Honey! Don't worry. I got this. To conduct this study, we already use workplace training and development, organizational culture, and research related to diversity training programs to better understand the effectiveness of diversity training in organizations. So now, let's move on to the main challenges highlighted in this study together with the suggested solutions.
One major challenge in developing effective diversity training is discussed in the article is anti-racism and discrimination in the workplace as they may limit employee acceptance of the inclusive value promoted. Anti-racism refers to the belief that one's own culture or values are superior to others, while discrimination refers to unfair treatment toward individuals or groups based on differences such as race, religion, gender, or ethnicity. When employees attempt to create a culture hierarchy by treating others unfairly, it can lead to unsafe environment. In addition, anti-racist behavior can trigger aggressive social categorizations, leading to social undermining within workplace relationships. As a direct consequence of this division, minority group may feel excluded and undervalued. This happens because employees refuse to accept different perspectives and ideas, which ultimately create a conflict within teams and reduce overall organization performance. To overcome this issue, the article suggests promoting open communication and collaboration among employees. Organizations should encourage discussion about cultural similarities and differences in a respectful way. Through open communication, employees can gain a better understanding of each other's backgrounds, which help reduce misunderstanding and strengthening mutual respect. The article also highlights the importance of collaboration through teamwork and social interaction. When employees work together with people from different cultures, they are exposed to diverse perspectives and ideas which enhance creativity and team dynamics. Therefore, open communication and collaboration are highly effective solutions in addressing this issue. However, to ensure the effectiveness of the organization must proactively create a psychologically safe environment where every voice is heard without fear of judgment. Without such support, diversity training may fail to bring a meaningful change to actual workplace culture.
Second challenge highlighted in this article is the lack of leadership support in creating an inclusive workplace environment. According to the article, some leaders do not have the necessary knowledge, tools, or support needed to effectively manage diversity and foster inclusiveness within the organization. As a result, organizations may struggle to achieve their inclusiveness goals. This issue is significant because employees often look to leaders as role models. When leaders fail to demonstrate commitment towards diversity and inclusion, employees may feel less valued, less supported, and less motivated to contribute in the workplace. Consequently, employee engagement and teamwork may be negatively affected, making it more difficult to create a positive and inclusive workplace culture. To address this issue, the article recommends leadership training. Through training, leaders can learn how to identify unconscious bias, understand cultural differences, and develop strategies to promote inclusiveness in the workplace. The article also highlights the example of China Merchant Bank, where leaders receive continuous training to create a more inclusive work environment. When leaders consistently demonstrate inclusive behavior, employees are more likely to feel respected, valued, and supported. Therefore, leadership training is an effective solution because strong leadership plays an important role in creating and maintaining an inclusive workplace environment.
Third issue highlighted in the article, which is resistance to diversity training. According to the authors, resistance from employees is one of the major challenges that organizations face when implementing diversity training programs. Many companies make diversity training mandatory and require employees to attend annual training sessions. However, not all employees view these programs positively. Some employees may perceive diversity training as repetitive, boring, or simply another requirement that they need to complete as part of their job. Instead of seeing it as an opportunity to learn and improve workplace relationships, they may view it as a waste of time. As As a result, employee becomes less interested, less engaged, and less willing to participate actively during the training sessions. The article explains that when employees have this negative perception, the effectiveness of diversity training is significantly reduced. Even though the organization may invest time and resources into the program, the intended message may not successfully deliver it because employees are not fully committed to the learning process. Furthermore, when employees resist diversity training, it becomes more difficult for organizations to create an inclusive workplace environment. This is because diversity training is designed to increase awareness, promote understanding of cultural differences, and encourage mutual respect among employees. If employees are unwilling to learn or participate, this objective becomes difficult to achieve. One possible reason for this resistance is that some organizations rely heavily on traditional training methods such as lectures and presentations. As a result, employees may find the sessions less engaging and fail to see the practical relevance in the workplace. The third solution proposed by the authors, which is consistency of learning. The article emphasized that diversity training should not be treated as one-time event of a training session that only takes place once a year. Instead, diversity and inclusion should be continuously reinforced and integrated into the organization's culture. The author provides examples of China Merchant Bank, which has successfully implemented diversity and inclusion initiatives through consistent training programs and strong leadership involvement. Employees are continuously exposed to diversity-related learning activities that help them develop self-awareness, cultural sensitivity, and effective communication skills when interacting with people from different backgrounds. According to the article, the success of this approach lies in the consistency. Diversity training is not limited to formal classroom sessions, but it is continuously supported through everyday workplace interactions, leadership practices, and organizational activities. This allows employees to apply what they have learned in real workplace situations. The authors also highlight that diversity training becomes more effective when it is reinforced through teamwork, collaboration, communication, and social interactions among employees. In other words, employees continue learning about diversity through their daily experience at work. This approach can be further strengthened through regular workshops, refresher courses, online learning modules, and interactive activities throughout the year. Continuous learning helps employees remain aware of diversity and inclusion issues while encouraging positive workplace behavior over the long term.
In conclusion, diversity training plays an important role in helping organizations create a more inclusive workplace environment. However, organizations may face several challenges such as ethnocentrism and discrimination, lack of leadership support, and employee resistance towards diversity training. To overcome these challenges, organizations should encourage open communication and collaboration, provide leadership training, and ensure that diversity learning is continuously reinforced through workplace practices. Therefore, by combining effective leadership, continuous learning, and positive employee interaction, organizations can foster a workplace culture where all employees feel respected, valued, and included. Ultimately, an inclusive workplace not only improves employees' satisfaction and teamwork, but also contribute to the overall success of the organization.